light switch is all the way on the outside wall. So there's no light switch when you walk in. There is a door though. They left the washer and dryer. This is the stuff they don't show you in the pictures. No pictures of this at all. I don't even know how old this structure is. Look at that. Looks like the original. That's helpful to know. See, little things like that help you know what's underneath. So, wallpaper underneath the paint. Interesting. One good thing is we'll measure that and see if a bathtub can fit in there. If not, this wall is on a structural support. It's load bearing. So there are options in small spaces. Obviously, I can't leave it like that. In the sink is gonna have to be replumbed somewhere else, and that switch is gonna have to be rewired. That seems upside down, but maybe it's just me. We don't need a tiny little shelf. So this is the master bathroom, if you can believe that. None of this was in the pictures. This here was meant to be a closet. It was never converted into a closet fully. And they have a refrigerator in it, which I can't tell if this refrigerator is nicer than the one in the house. Got an ice maker and everything, and I'm not sure why. Light bulbs burn out. Really dirty people. So disgusting. That's not the worst of it. Where's the attic? So that's the garage conversion, which is now the master bath and bedroom, which obviously has to be turned into something masterful. I have bronchitis, of course. My first move-in day, and I'm extremely ill. This is the kitchen. They have their table here, which is ridiculous. That's what they call the eat-in kitchen. There's no room. So my thought is to put a door there and turn that into a pantry. There's nowhere to put anything. The stove is not vented, which in a way is good because I can move it if I want. This cabinet was just placed there. So that's the cabinet I'm gonna have to live out of because these other cabinets are scary. It's terrifying. When I looked in this one, like I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's termites or food. What is that? We got birthday candles and maybe spices. There's their job of plugging it from the outside. I don't know what was going on there. I have no idea. Really scary stuff. You know, and who needs I don't know, look how thin that is. Would you even use that? I wouldn't, personally. You know, maybe put the door over here, but So I really think because it's solid wood though, that's the thing that I hate to get rid of it. But I'm gonna have to clean. It's not flimsy. Everything's solid wood. You know, so I'm just kind of just disgusted because I'm the one that has to get in there and clean. I had to buy a microwave. There's no microwave system. So this cabinet doesn't match anything, and it was just put there. The size is all wrong. But I tried to find these doors, and they're not to be found. This style no longer exists, where you know it comes out. This is just a piece of plywood. So more than likely, I'm gonna have to replace the doors at minimum. And I've got to get rid of that because the fridge doesn't go there. It's just plugged in right there. Wow. It doesn't even have its own plug. So that's got to get wired in, and I'm going to put it right there. And I'll have to put a cabinet over it, obviously. But this is all wasted kitchen space. That's very, very valuable. So we're going to get that fridge out of the way, get easier access. Because like even the way it opens is super awkward. You want your fridge to have easy access. That seems very awkward to me. So yeah, I had always intended to pull it over here, but I was just hoping there was at least a dedicated plug. Now, the interesting thing though, is there is a plug here. So I could potentially tap into that to bring one into the kitchen right on the other side. I've done that before. But it just depends on how the line works with the electricity, where it's coming from, and is at the end, or is that going to affect something else and put too much voltage in one area. Now, this is the living room. Fireplace is a real eyesore. This window is ridiculous. It needs to go. But the intake is here. I was going to put a plant here. So you never know till you get in. When I buy a house, I usually buy it on sight unseen. And when I say usually, so far 100%, I have never seen the house before I bought it. I do it all from the pictures. I do schematics in my mind. I think about the benefits that it has for the area versus, you know, the space that it has. So they left the old fireplace in, and I really did a lot of research on taking out a fireplace, and it's a huge job. So I have decided to just make this into a closet and cover it up so you never see it, basically. So the doors to the closet will be right here, and there'll be like a little rack you can hang your clothes, and then there'll be a little cubby here for storage and possibly also a clothes rack. But we will just cover that whole thing up so that you don't see it somewhere like from here. This is something I haven't dealt with before, is a chimney that is inside the house. Oh Lord, they left their very dirty cupboard. They weren't supposed to leave anything, and they left a lot that I did not want here, like the extra refrigerator that I don't know what I'm going to do with. It's always good to look at the bugs. don't know what that is. Doesn't look too bad. And spider webs, you know, they aren't too bad. Now these windows are so big, they're just in the way. I have to turn this into a room, at least the idea of a room, so that it's an option for them. One thing I was considering was building a wall across right there in between the two windows. Might be the easiest thing. Build the wall all the way across, which cuts into my closet space, but I could do like an L shape, you know, where I come down and then shift and then go out right there and then put the door in here so it's like an inset door. I like everything to flow and make sense. The outdoor light is still with us. 2 different colored paint. All the more reason to build a closet there and cover it because I don't want to paint it. Once it's in the closet, it's forgotten about, you know. You don't have to paint it. Unless, you know, it all, I order everything. So what I'm doing now is getting bids and quotes. These all seem to work really well. The interesting thing is there's registers. So there's got to be some kind of a heat system besides those. You know, I don't know what happened to the heat system. Where there's a thermostat over here. So that's interesting. 54. So that's a plus for me because I did not think. I mean, it said central air heat. So I don't know if they're just using those for extra air in the summer so that it's not hot. I know she ran a daycare out of here, so maybe she had some things that she had to do for safety reasons for the kids. There's the eyesore. I don't even think the mantle is even. Oh dear. There's more of a mantle on this side. Oh, because there's a switch there. That's for the... Oh, I guess I use this. The door's kind of broken. Where is it? Let's see. Oh, I guess not. It's just... This is something I've never seen before. A wood stove insert, but when I looked at all the properties around here, a lot of people are doing that. So anyway, I don't know what this is for yet. I have a feeling it's for airflow. This is where the TV, this is a really small area for a living room, but they had their couch all the way over here, which is ridiculous. This needs to be the dining area. So there will be 2 separate parts. A very, very small living room that will be cozy, but small, because the couch, along with the table and everything, it's only gonna allow for like a tiny bit of walking space right here. So it's pretty much gonna come to here. And that from the wall is only 10 feet. So that doesn't give me a lot of room. But you can make things cozy in really small spaces. And so that's what we'll do. We'll make it very cozy. Give it a little bungalow feel. You know, the electricity all seems really good. All the switches seem to work. This is funny to me. Oh, what does that switch do? I have no idea. Yeah, so that's the outside, literally. I mean, why wouldn't you just put a little plexiglass over there? It looks like, okay, so there's like a screw up there. And so there's like, you could have had a door over it, I guess. It's kind of cute, but okay, so there's the latch. So the door fell off and nobody ever kept it. But still, like, there should be plexiglass over that or something. I mean, the cold air is coming right in the house. That is just silly to me. This lock is terrifying. Like, what is this lock? How old is this lock? And does it even lock? I mean, I'm sorry, but I have no idea what this is. That's just gotta go. This whole door probably has to go. I don't know yet. I haven't decided on the door. It's kind of pretty. This hallway is, they picked this sort of gray color. I thought I liked it in the pictures, but I think it's very dim. I usually do, it's called country white. There's popcorn. Look at that. They just stopped taking the popcorn off right there. The popcorn on the ceiling in the rest of the house. This is the old part of the house. I mean, that's the old part of the house too, but they took the popcorn off and I guess gave up right here. There's a big old crack in the wall nobody told me about, which has to be dealt with. Goes across there and goes across there. Now, the thing is the roof was replaced 2 years ago. So the roof is only 2 years old. So that was one of my huge reasons for buying it. Because if the roof is good and nobody said anything about the floors being terribly uneven and nobody said anything about the foundation being horribly cracked. Yes, the foundation has cracks, but it wasn't flagged necessarily. Register, giant closets. That's always a plus. That was another one of the really dirty rooms. Oh my gosh, these people were so dirty. Yeah, this is lovely. Look at this. I about vomited. Those, I believe, are termites. Look at how dirty they were. I would never let my kids live in a room full of like black mold and termites. I was gonna get a mold test, but it was thousands of dollars. And I knew there were gonna be huge problems. And these people went into foreclosure. They would have, had I not bought it. This room's very small, very dirty. There were stickers all over the wall. I started taking them down last night. It just peeled the paint right off, and I have no idea what is wrong with this. So it doesn't matter because this, I don't know if that's sheetrock or what that is, but anyway, I don't have a ladder with me. This is my first day in the house, so, you know, I'm glad I don't have to build closets. That's one of my, oh, look at, there's another access. One of my pet peeves. I hate building closets. So if they're already done, it makes me very happy. The doors are wiggly, but I looked up and I think I can just put in these guides that they just slide in and that whole problem will be solved. See if there's holes in the wall. Oh yeah, right where the door is. Door handle. Look at that. Just punched a hole right in the wall. Never fixed it or put anything up. This is kind of cute. They were tall. I mean, these people are taller than me. I come to their 10-year-old's height. That's intimidating. Ivy was very much taller than me at 13. Looks like, and there was the 12-year-old might have been taller than the 13-year-old. That's crazy. And then they quit counting it, I guess, 12 and 13. So, or else they moved. I mean, maybe that's how old they were. So, yeah. Sadly, this bathroom looks good. This is the one that was in the pictures. But it's got major problems, apparently. I don't know. I need a second opinion on what the floors look like, but it sounded like the floors need to be replaced in here. The water heater is right there, and the floor is rotted out, and they're saying that the floor is rotted out underneath the bathtub, and that the toilet's loose, and I don't know if that's just because it can't be secured, maybe. I don't know what they covered up here, but this is an insert, you know. It's not that expensive to take out and replace, but, you know, in the pictures it looked great. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, and this is the only bathroom. This doesn't work. It's very old. So that's got to be removed. The only light is there, but, you know, we can do something with lights up there. Medicine cabinet is super old and rusted out. Disgusting. So that's easy. I've done lots of those. All, I mean, you know, all light works. You know, electricity's good, solid. I did not know there was a closet here. So it makes me really happy because I thought the only closet was right here. But this closet is not as good for me as this closet, because this closet deeper, and I want to do a stackable laundry in here. So I'm gonna probably get this plumbed for laundry. Reason being, the laundry is in the master bath, and that's just not gonna work. So if there's a laundry here that's central to the rooms, and even central to that room, I was gonna put a laundry right there in that corner, but honestly, I don't think I'll have to because of this closet. So it thrills me that this is here. And I just have to find a stackable that's small enough to go in here. We'll take that pole out, and all the the pole's gonna have to definitely be moved. The shelf might be able to stay if, but so, you know, this, instead of this being a linen closet, this will probably, unless I can figure out somewhere to put coats. I don't know what that is. A doorbell? It's really hard to tell. Could be what this switch is wired to. Doorbell on, doorbell off. There's no light or anything.